chef. I do a lot of catering out, so I have to carry knives with me. It's just part of my trade. It's one of my favorites. It's a condor made in Japan. They don't make these anymore. You see these laying around somewhere, pick it up. It's a beauty. It's good for taking meat off of bones. Another utility knife I carry is this thing right here. I've had this for years. I just haven't gotten rid of it. I just keep it around. I know the blender drinks are real big, and no, I can't do this with my knife, but I can get pretty damn close. And another thing about these blenders is you never know what's in this stuff when you buy them anyways. It's people! First thing you want to know about cutting is the height. If you're shorter, you want a shorter board. If you're taller, you want your board up higher. It's all about leverage. If you put a damp cloth underneath your board, that'll keep it from sliding around. So when you're chopping, it doesn't move around too much. Okay, we're going to go right through and cut up a lot of these things here. And these are some of my favorite knives right here. This was a custom knife I had made for me up in Michigan. This was a anniversary gift from my wife to me, and this is my latest edition. Not very expensive. I think it's about 35 bucks. I use this one for vegetables and stuff like that. Get yourself a standard hardware issue two-sided stone. Keep it under the sink. Don't put oil on it because that gums it up. What I do is I run it under water, hold your blade at about a 20-degree angle, and pull on the blade just like this. Pull away from the edge. By doing this, you're leaving little burrs which act like saw blades on the edge of the blade. Now, myth has it that a dull knife is more dangerous than a sharp knife. Here's the dull knife and a piece of ginger, which I will simulate as my finger. Oh, I got a minor cut from my dull knife. Now, with the sharp knife. Oh, no, that tickles. I once hired this blind guy named Sonny, and what Sonny did for me was he actually trimmed up vegetables for me during the day. And I can tell you that this guy, during a thunderstorm, when the power was knocked out, continued to work while everyone else ran out of the windowless kitchen over there at Upshur Nova. He would process a lot of different vegetables. Okay? Of course, he was better at it than I am right now, but this is basically what he did for me about 6 hours a day. I mean, the guy was blind, all right? Not just partially. He couldn't see a thing. Sonny, I don't know where you are, man, but all things are cool today for you. Remember the claw. That is your hand. You want to claw your food when you're holding it, keeping your knuckles in. Okay, if you remember the claw, you can see there that my knuckles are always clear. If you drop the knife, don't try to grab it. If you're going to go at somebody, get rid of the knife and then let them know you're coming at them. I've got my slicer, a bread knife. On a bread knife, you want a very aggressive tooth that's very sharp, and use this like a saw. By the way, this knife will give you your worst cuts. Okay, so you got to push down. Don't pull back all that. Push down, you'll get a nice even cut. Let me show you here. See, let's see how thin we can get there. It's a cheese knife. It slices through the cheese real nice without getting hung up. Here's a wood handle Henkel. This baby is old. And this was at one time probably a slicer, a thin slicer, and it's been ground down to a fine point. And this too is used for butchering, really very fine butchering. Taking, chicken, things like that. All right. Speaking of chicken, I've got some here, and I can show you how a nice sharp French knife will lay open chickens. Lay them flat. Roll it up. Now that chicken's ready for stuffing. Now, these hollow grinds right here on these knives here are very nice. They keep things from sticking to the side of them. and they almost are like a dry lubricant on vegetables. Okay? Now that's a short knife, it's taking that off. You can also do that with a nice slicer, long stroke, see that? Very nice. Here's the advantage of a close knife, bouncing tip. Then the sliding chop. Now, can we do that with this one? No, it's more of a force. It doesn't have the momentum. Alright? It doesn't have the distance for rocking into it like the French knife. So see, every knife has its own little value to it. So I was asked when I told people I was going to do this demo, well, what are you going to cook? I said, okay, well, I just thought maybe I'll make a little salsa real quick, okay? Let's start with the corn. Let's start with my corn. Cut, but not all the way through. Peel back. Yeah, okay, that gives you a good starting point. See that? It's a beautiful bicolored corn there. Get that cleaned up. Shave that corn off of there. Let's get some fresh basil. Just fine ribbons. You would call that a chiffonade. There we go. In. Here's some of the parsley. I'll chop that up a little more. Beautiful. Oh, is he going to cut lines into it? How's he going to do it? How's he going to do it? I don't know how I'm going to do it until I actually do it. I think I'll take a spoon. I like that real green part. It's a beautiful avocado. Not too ripe. Okay, there, wedge it out, and let's switch knives. And in. And I'm squeezing that in. A little bit of lime juice. Okay, how about scallion? This knife isn't terribly sharp. See that? Double it up, double it up. Yeah. Alright, here we go. We got a little salsa here. Very fast. How long did that take us? I don't know, a minute? Alright, check it out. Let's taste it. This is without salt, without vinegar, without oil. Fantastic. Now my son has asked me to demonstrate peeling the carrot, so remember that. Got it? That's the pond that was frozen this winter where we shot brats on the border. With your feet on the air, your head on the ground. Try